Alright, in this lecture, we're going to go ahead and do one more example of using form to draw out the base of our drawings. So what we're going to be drawing in this lecture is a landscape. And it's going to have mountains and trees, and we want to break those down into simple geometric forms. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where my horizon line is. Now, horizon line is just the line between the sky and the earth. So that's going to be my horizon line right there. Next, I need to decide where I want my mountains. So I'm going to make my mountains sort of pyramid shapes. So I'm going to make one right about here. Like so, and then I'll put a second one right next to it. Just like so. And then I'm going to put a shape over here that sort of connects into this shape. And it'll sort of be a rounded cube type of a shape. So there's its top surface right there. And then I'm going to add another surface behind this mountain. So you get a view of that plane right there. Alright, cool. Now let's go ahead and add the foreground. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line right about here to represent my foreground, and it might actually slope up a little bit on this side. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another mountain over here. So go ahead and draw on a second pyramid, just like so. All right, perfect. So now we have the basic setup for our landscape drawing. The next thing we want to do is we want to start adding in that detail. So first off, I'm going to decide where my light source is coming from. So I want to put my light source coming from up here down in this direction. So it's going to be hitting this surface and this surface as my highlights. So I'm going to leave those bright white, and then I'm going to go ahead and shade in these side areas with my mid-tone. And in this case, both of these are going to be my highlighted areas. Same with this background one. And then with this one, I can go ahead and shade this side with my mid-tone. And then also, let's go ahead and add a tree in here. So I think I want to add my tree in right here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a cylinder like so. And then I'm going to draw a sphere on top of that to represent the leaves of my tree. And then I can go ahead and shade that in. Next, I'm going to go ahead and work on the reflection of my mountains. So this area right here is going to be a lake. So I want to create a reflection of these forms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just copy them, but flip them upside down. So I'll have that line going from there to there. And then this line would connect back here, so I'll have it coming from there to there. And this one would come down to about there. So I'll have this one coming from there to there, like so. And then I can go ahead and draw this one. I should have drawn this one first so it was in front of that other one. So there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and shade in this area because you'll be able to see that visually behind this reflection of the mountain. All right, perfect. So now we can go ahead and start adding in some detail. So the first thing I want to do is I want to start adding some more detail to these mountains. So I might add some more rigidy edges to my mountains.